Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone to the call tonight. It's an amazing call for us. It's been a series. We've had the first series, the second one. Today we're having the third installment of the Show Me the Money series. It's important because it is tied to our compensation plan, voted #1 in our industry. There is none like our compensation plan that pays out amazingly to all of our partners around the world. My name is Blessing Ede Tubano, Ed Business Development for Africa. I have on the call with me Neil, okay. And also on the call with me is our partner council members, Nick Papers, amazing leader, they're consistent, always there. You can always count on this particular leader. And the ever energetic Michelle, also on the call, our partner council members, and all of you, our amazing leaders around the world. Everyone on this call, you're simply precious. You're the reason why we get on this call. You're the reason why we show up. We wouldn't ask for any other business partner. You are the best, just the way you are. So let's get on with the call. Allow me to share my screen. As mentioned earlier, that this is a compensation plan training, and so it's very important to your business with PartnerCo. So tonight we're talking about Show Me the Money series part 3. We've had the first, the second, and this is the third installment. We are your business partner. Remember, I mentioned earlier that it is tied to your business with PartnerCo and the returns that you get in your investment with PartnerCo as a business. So we pride ourselves as your business partner, where we provide you with a plug and play business, product, marketing, logistics, operations, and so much more. And we just want you to sit back, do the work, and get rewarded with money, travel, and training, just like the one you are on right now, virtual training and in-person training also. All right, so we give you all the tools and resources that you would need to be successful with PartnerCo. We provide you all of that, from replicated websites to back office to PartnerCo Share app. If you do not have that already, please download it. Award-winning marketing tools and virtual trainings like the one you are on right now. As mentioned earlier, it's a plug-and-play business, easy to sell products, scientifically backed products, scientifically proven products with amazing testimonials all around the world. And of course, marketing, logistics, and excellent operations. We're not there yet, but that's what we aim for. Nothing short of excellent operations. All right, so it's 100% digital. You do not, if it's your first time with us on this call, you do not need to go and rent an office to get started with this business. No, you do not. It's 100% digital. You do not need to warehouse from products to get started. No, it's 100% digital. From the replicated website to your PartnerCo Share app office, you have all of that. Don't forget what we offer you in Africa. Free enrollment valued at about close to $30. Free shipping all over Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, free shipping to you and your customers straight to their doorstep. Amazing, amazing. If you're in South Africa, same thing, free enrollment and free shipping for orders above 1,000 Rand. In all of those places mentioned on the screen, South Africa, Namibia, Lesotho, and Swaziland, we do not require you to have a storage. We deliver straight to you or to your customers. And so it gives you limitless earning potential when you get on board with us. You can either start earning immediately, or you can continue earning residual income as you continue to build your business. And so how do you make money? You make money from two phases, both personal and team efforts. Personal and team efforts. And your personal sales can come from your retail sales. They can also come from the first order bonuses that you get from people when you sponsor them or introduce them to the business for the first time. You get 35% first order bonus. Today, we're talking about the second phase, which is leadership and team building, team effort. So in leadership, it means that as a leader, you do have people that you're influencing positively and impacting their lives. Either you're changing their health, you're changing their financial circumstances, or you're introducing them to this amazing lifestyle with PartnerCo. You're a leader. You do not need to be a vice president. If you're doing any of those things I've mentioned, impacting people's lives, health-wise, financially, or introducing them to the PartnerCo lifestyle, you are a leader. And so what you're doing requires team effort. It is not just your efforts that will help you to be able to grow in the second phase. You need a team to work with. And so we're talking about all of this part of the compensation plan today, from savings bonus to income position bonus to pay line bonus to matching and then title bonus. The first three we've talked about in detail. If you have any question in the first three that we've talked about, please reach out to me and I will be glad to answer them. So let's look at the first three. Today that we're talking about leadership bonus, it's also known as bonus income, team effort, leadership bonus, team effort bonus, all of that. It requires a team. Firstly, let's look at savings bonus. Savings bonus. Extra cash on the side for you. Are you on the call today and you have somehow unlocked the savings bonus and didn't take note of it? Let's look at it if you have. Now, when we talk about savings, mostly people usually save towards some targets. People save towards a target, and it might be different for different persons. It's dependent on the individual or household priorities, or maybe it's your circumstances. So it can be towards retirement when we talk about savings, or it can be towards a down payment for a home you would like to call your own, or it can be towards your children's future education. I've met a partner who said, her kids that she sponsored to school in the universities in the United States were all done solely on the earnings that she got from this business. Or it can be towards vacations to beautiful and exotic places around the world. Or maybe you're looking for a luxurious car. Maybe your savings is towards that. Now that's dependent on you and what your special circumstances are or what your priorities are. But savings are targeted towards, things that you hope to be able to achieve in the future. So if your own target is towards any of those listed on the screen or maybe not included, we have you covered with PartnerCo savings bonus. Now, how do you activate this savings bonus? Once you have earned $250 or more in your base commission in a week, you have activated your savings bonus. The question you want to ask yourself, have you ever earned $250 and you didn't take notes? So what could have happened? We'll talk more about that. Now, what happens once you activate this 250 in your base commission or more within a week? PartnerCo will bank an additional 15% in your savings bonus account, and it will show up right there on your dashboard. It will show up as credit, and once it's up to $10,000, it will be paid out to you in cash. So, but if you're in Nigeria, what is $250 to you currently in the compensation plan at the exchange rate of 400, it is 100,000 naira. If you're in South Africa, what is that to you in rand? It is 3,750 rand. So once you have earned this in your base commission, you have activated your savings bonus, and an additional 15% will be banked for you. He will show up right there on your dashboard. So take, for example, the base commission of $2,000. If you were to earn $2,000 within a given week, then 15% of that will be $300. That will now, an additional $300 will now be banked for you in your savings bonus. If you're in Nigeria, that would mean about 120,000 naira using the 400 exchange rates. If you are in South Africa, that would be about 4,350 in rands that will be banked for you in your savings bonus if this were to be your circumstances using the scenario on the screen. Now, where do you see that? On your dashboard, simply scroll down. You would see your savings bonus. So say, for example, you have unlocked your savings bonus by earning $250 in base commission. 15% of $250 will give you what? $37.5. This is what will show up in your back office. It will show up in your dashboard. Scroll down, you will see the savings bonus. All right, so this is what you would see. If you now click to see further, it will show you that you now have this needed until $10,000. So you have this to go. Every week, you can save up to $500 in your savings bonus every week. Now, what could happen to stop this from showing on your dashboard when you were not commission qualified? Once you have activated your savings bonus, you would need to stay commission qualified every cycle to ensure that you do not lose your savings bonus. Very important. So take note. Peradventure, you have earned $250 in base commission and didn't take notes, and you weren't commission qualified the weeks thereafter. Is it possible that you've lost it? We can have that conversation after this call. All right. So the savings bonus will continue to save up to $500 each week for as long as you stay commission qualified. For as long as you stay commission qualified. So you can save up to $500 each week for as long as you stay commission qualified. So that means in Nigeria, you can save up to 200,000 naira per week. In South Africa, you can save up to 7,500 rand per week in your savings bonus up until he accumulates to $10,000. So once you have $10,000 in your savings bonus account, you get paid all at once. It is paid straight to you, $10,000. After your big payday from your savings bonus pay, you can also get paid again once it accumulates to $10,000. So it doesn't mean that because you have earned once that you cannot earn again. You will keep earning and earning and earning every time until it gets to $10,000. There is no limit to how many $10,000 in your savings bonus that you can cash out. It's your priorities, or what is most important to you. What do you want to do with these savings as you keep receiving them? I love that smile from Dakpo Odunsoya. Simply amazing. I don't know if I were a brand partner, how wide my smile would be on that big payday. Wow, $10,000. It's achievable. Are there others achieving it? Yes, yes, yes. How will you use your extra cash of $10,000? I don't know. Are they for any of the things on the screen towards your retirement, or as a down payment for a home, or for vacation around the world, or towards your children's future education? Or it can be towards a brand new car. That's all about savings bonus. You can take notes if you have any question. We can talk about it at the end of the call. Now, the fifth one is the income position bonus. Remember, we're talking about leadership bonus here. We're talking about team efforts. It doesn't take just only you to be able to achieve this. You need to work together with your team to be able to activate and enjoy all of this bonus. Now, income position bonus, you earn for building and leading new teams deep. We have set aside 1% of worldwide compliance company PV aside into an income position bonus pool. For every income position you optimize, that is 2 lines with at least 20,000 total PV, you earn shares of this amazing bonus. The more income position you optimize, remember that this has to do with optimization. We talked about it last week. So the more income position that you optimize in a week, the more shares you get exponentially. The income position bonus is one of the most powerful ways that you can make residual and exponential income. Do you need to do anything extra? This happens when you optimize. It happens when you optimize. So basically, it means you make extra money without doing extra work because it happens when you optimize. Remember, we talked about optimization when we talk about base commission. Now, optimization happens when you have 20,000 PV on 2 or more lines. And how can you achieve this? Remember, we talked about working strategically together with your team in order to achieve this. You cannot do it alone because in optimization, you do not only benefit. Everyone who is on that line that optimizes also benefits. So imagine if you have one line with 20,000 PV, a lot of persons on that line will enjoy from that volume. So it takes team effort. You must sit down with your team members and leaders within your team to strategically plot how you're going to optimize and how everyone will benefit, from also partnering with you towards optimization. And once that happens, you begin to enjoy the income position bonus, which allows you to get shares. Now, each income position share is about $200. So one income position gives you 2 shares, which is $400. And then 2 income position gives you 2 plus 4. Remember, it's exponentially, it keeps compounding. And that would give you 6 shares, which is valued at about $1,200. And then you just keep, exponentially rising with more shares as you optimize. You get more shares exponentially up until, let's look at the 8th, when you optimize the 8th time. There you will get 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, 10, 12, 14, and then 16. That would give you a total of 72 shares at about $14,400. You can exchange that in Naira currently for 400, and in South Africa, Rand, 14.5. Let's look at the pay line bonus. It is still tied to optimization. Both the income position bonus and the pay line bonus is tied to optimization. You earn for building and leading teams wide. While the income position, you earn for building and leading teams deep. So like the income position bonus, we in PartnerCo have set aside another 1%. Now, this is not the compliance product PV, but it is the worldwide total product PV into a pay line bonus pool. each optimized pay line in a week after your first 2 pay lines. So after the first 2 pay line, remember that when you optimize the first time, you have 2 or more lines, all right, that has 20,000 PV. After the first optimization, when you have another pay line, you can now begin to earn. So it begins with the third optimized line. It begins with the third optimized line. So again, you do not need to do an extra work. It simply happens when you optimize. You just begin to make extra money right away. So the more added lines you optimize in the week, the more shares you get exponentially. So but with the pay line bonus share, it is roughly at around $250. That's about 100,000 in Nigeria, and then 3,750 rand in South Africa. But with the pay line bonus share, it is much more than, you know, the income position, because it's around 250. And the one more pay line optimized, which is the third one, you get 2 shares, and that's about $500. And you can keep earning to about the 8 more pay lines that you optimize. You get about 72 shares, which is about $18,000. Remember that at that 8 income position we just looked at, it was about 14,000 something dollars. But with the pay line bonus, at that point, you can see that the money is much more. And remember that for the pay line bonus, let me go back. I like to point out that information.
Yeah.
So quick one there. I like to mute everyone. All right, for the pay line bonus, it is 1% of the worldwide total product PV. Worldwide, totally different from the income position. I'm going back because I want to point out that information. So for the income position, it is worldwide compliance C, company PV. So it is tied to the worldwide, but the pay line is tied to the total worldwide product PV in PartnerCo. All right. So let's look at the matching bonus, another aspect of leadership bonus and team building or team efforts that comes to you. So how do you earn the matching bonus? You earn for helping your sales teams get paid. So if your sales team get paid, you will earn more. So it will be much more beneficial to you to help your sales team to get paid. I know that as leaders, you would totally not feel pleased or happy or satisfied if you're the only one earning within your team. The more people you have within your team that are earning, the more your team can be able to reach its full potential. All right. So as they earn, you also earn more. So the more you help your team grow, the more you earn yourself. In matching bonus, it simply means that you make a percentage of all the base commissions that is earned by your team members, up to 7th generation. You make a percentage of the base commissions earned by your team members. It is not the total commission earned by your team members. It is a percentage of the base commission earned by your team members. And you can earn up to 7 generations, including partners that you sponsor and the ones that they sponsor. This is much more like the genealogy, take for instance, of your family. So you have children. Your children becomes your direct sponsor. And then you have grandchildren. And the grandchildren are those that are sponsored by your children. So they are those that are sponsored by your first generation, the persons that you personally sponsored. And then, you know, the great-grandchildren up until the 7th generation. And with matching bonus, it is tied to gold status. Why? You need to be able to have the gold status activated for you in order for you to unlock at least to the third generation, the first, second, and then the third generation. So if you are not gold status certified, you cannot begin to unlock this amazing benefit of the matching bonus. How then do you go gold? All right. You can achieve the gold status by selling a minimum of 20 PV or more to 4 new personally sponsored customers or brand partners in your first 8 weeks. Very important information there. In your first 8 weeks, which is one of the reasons we ran the last promotion on opportunity window for those who didn't achieve the gold status within their first 8 weeks or they didn't come in at ultimate, because that's another way that you can achieve the gold status. So you can see right here on each business level, it is only the ultimate business level that gives you the gold status straight from when you enroll at the beginning. So if you didn't come in with the ultimate business level pack, then
join. To talk. I no go fear and I me dey hear.
if you didn't come in with the ultimate business level, then you have not unlocked the gold status. But then it's all hope lost? Not at all. There are other ways that you can achieve the gold status. Let's look at those. So you can go gold, as mentioned in the previous slide, through achieving an ultimate business level. You go gold. How do you achieve an ultimate business level? It's either you bought the ultimate business level pack from the onset, or in your first 4 weeks, you were able to achieve the ultimate business level through your personal purchase or purchases to your customers. Between your first 4 weeks, you were able to do that. Then you have unlocked the gold status. First 4 weeks to achieve your business level, or you bought the ultimate business level pack from the onset. Now, what else do you need to do if you didn't do the first option I just mentioned? Say you came in at activated, or you came in at business level pack or elite business level. What do you need to do? In your first 8 weeks, for the gold status, for these other packs I just mentioned, in your first 8 weeks, you are to sponsor 4 people, 4 personally sponsored by you, for activated, which is member pack, for business level pack, for elite, you sponsor 4 people. Once you have done that in your first 8 weeks, you've been able to go gold. Now, if you look at the activated, otherwise known as member pack, the business level of activated must maintain 4 active customers each cycle. So for member pack or for activated, you would need to do an extra work here. You need to maintain these people you've sponsored for each cycle. They need to stay active for you to benefit as a gold status level. But for business and elite, once they have sponsored these people within their first 8 weeks, they have unlocked the gold status. They don't need to do any extra work. Now, I've had people come back to me and say, because I was able, as an elite pack, I was able to sponsor 4 people within my first 8 weeks. That automatically means that I have gone gold and I'm now an ultimate business level. No. Going gold is totally different from achieving an ultimate business level. Your ability to have sponsored 4 people within your first 8 weeks allows you to go gold and unlocks the first 3 level of the matching bonus. It doesn't mean that you have gone gold, because if you check in your back office, you'll see that your business level is still showing as elite, although you have gone gold. In order for you to go gold, to achieve an ultimate business level, you need to meet the requirements in your first 4 weeks. Once you miss that, you would need to wait for an opportunity window that allows you to be able to achieve the ultimate business level. But you still have, another 4 weeks of your 8 weeks to be able to sponsor 4 and go gold. So that information is totally different. If you still have some confusion around it, allow me to clarify it once again, because in the last promotion, I saw a lot of confusion around that. Going gold is different from achieving an ultimate business level. If within your first 8 weeks of joining PartnerCo, you came in with business, with elite, and you're able to personally sponsor 4 persons, with that, you're able to go gold. What does that mean? It means that you have unlocked the first 3 generations of matching bonus, and you can start earning because you have gone gold, you have met the requirements. But that does not mean that you have achieved an ultimate business level. The business level, you would need to achieve that within your first 8 weeks of joining PartnerCo. All right, but if you're on member pack, or otherwise known as activated, you would not only sponsor 4 people, those 4 persons would need to be active each cycle for you to unlock the first 3 generations of matching bonus. All right, so once you go gold, it unlocks 3 generations of matching bonus for life. Once it's unlocked, it is unlocked. All right, so each generation that you need to get to, so from the 4th to the 7th, you need to meet other requirements as shown on the screen. But once you have gone gold, you automatically unlock the 1st to the 3rd generation. What that means is that from the persons that you personally sponsored, you will start earning 7% of whatever they earn in their base commission within a given period. 7% from your first generation. You personally sponsored them. You would earn 6% from the persons that they sponsor. That's your 2nd generation. They're like your grandchildren. All right. And then from the 3rd generation, which is the person that you sponsored, which is like your great grandchildren, you will start earning 5% from those ones. But for the 4th to the 7th generation, you would need to meet the requirements. So first is that you would have the gold status. But for the 4th generation, you need to earn at least $500 in base commission for the 4th generation to unlock. For the 5th generation, the 3rd generation, to unlock, which is the 5th generation, gold status plus 1,000 earnings in base commission. And then the 6th and 7th one requires that you optimize, which is where you earn 2% and 1% finally. So here is an example of, say, your first generation, someone in your first generation were to earn $5,000 in their base commission, you would earn 7% of that, and 7% to give you $350. And of course, you personally sponsored more than one person. So just imagine from everyone that you personally sponsored, you earning 7% of whatever they earn in their base commission. So that tells you that it pays you much if you're able to teach your team to be able to earn. So as you lead your team to success, you become more successful. in your PartnerCo business. And then your second generation, your third generation, your fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh generation, you would keep earning from everyone in that generation, whatever they earn in their base commission. You do not have to personally sponsor all those persons. Only the first generations are your personally sponsored. Every other one is sponsored by someone you sponsored, and they sponsored, just like your genealogy in your family, up to the seventh generation. So you can earn as much as you want. There is no limit to the amount of matching bonus that you can earn. So I hope that as we're talking about this matching bonus, you're already calculating, as a business person that you are, how much you can help your team members earn, and the percentage that you can make from that, because the more they become successful, the more you are successful in your PartnerCo business. Now, another amazing feature of this matching bonus is what we call the dynamic compression. It's what happens when, say, someone in your second generation is not commission qualified. Do you lose that bonus of 6%? Second generation is 6%. So would you now get someone in your third generation and you would earn 5%? No. So if for any reason there is no one that is commission qualified with a gold status in your second generation, anyone that is gold status qualified and is commission qualified in your third generation and earns their base commission within that week, the system will automatically compress it for you, which means that the person in your third generation will be moved up to your second generation, and you would earn 6% from that person who is in your third generation. So they will be moved up one generation higher for you to earn that 6%. So you will not lose that percentage that you're supposed to earn. So let's take, for instance, that no one in your first generation, of course, I know that cannot happen. No one in your first generation is gold status, is commission qualified or has earned base commission within that period, and someone in your second generation earns. What happens? Dynamic compression will take place. That person in your second generation will be moved up to become your first generation, and you would earn 7% from that. No commission will be lost with your matching bonus as far as the dynamic compression is concerned. An amazing feature. I absolutely love that one. And then lastly, let's talk about the title bonus. Extra cash when you title advance, all right? This shows up in your commission summary. In your commission summary, we will look at, having a review of the back office in the coming weeks. Let's look at where do you see all of this commission breakdown. So you would see your title bonus. It's a one-time bonus when you achieve a higher title. You will see it in your commission summary. That's for that week where you title advance. Let's say, for instance, Michelle will title advance to a director. So within that week, it is expected that at a director level, you would have earned 2,000, a minimum of 2,000 in your pay line volume. And for that pay line volume, 10% of that will give you $200 in your base commission. And if you title advance within that period, you would earn what? A title bonus of an extra 25% of the base commission. So 25% of this $200, we're taking, for instance, Michelle's case. Michelle, it's amazing to use you as an example in this case. So proud of you. Super proud of you. I've got this little one here. Excuse me. All right, sorry about that, Tim. As mentioned earlier, it's Children's Day, so they're all so excited. So awesome. So we're looking at Michelle's case of being a director. In that period, that week where Michelle title advanced as a director, it was one of the requirements was to have 2,000 pay line volume. And having 2,000 pay line volume allows her to earn a base commission of $200. Remember, 10%. The base commission is 10%. So 10% of this 2,000 pay line volume will give her $200. And because she title advanced within that period, the title bonus is 25, an extra 25% of your base commission earnings. And so 25% of this $200 should be $50. It shows up in your commission summary. You should see your title bonus right there for that period. An amazing perk and benefit as you title advance with PartnerCo. You earn an extra 25% of your base commission earnings within that period. The more reason to keep title advancing and earning all of these amazing bonuses as a leader. Remember, what we've just run through is leadership bonus from team effort. As you build your team, you're able to harness all of these amazing benefits. Now, I'd like to talk about this information. It is so important, super, super important. Please get back to me if you need more clarity on this. Now, the minimum sales threshold is when you sell to a customer or use products every 4 weeks to stay commission qualified. That's your subscription, where you stay commission qualified. I know that some persons will say, hey, I would rather prefer to go on the 20 PV. That's fine. That's what you can afford. I would rather prefer to do the 40 PV. That's fine. That's within your capacity. Or some persons say, you know what, I just prefer to go with a carton of Teisha Noni that has 4 bottles and it's 100 PV. And I do have some leaders who are always on 200 PV. Can I share with you some of the benefits that you get from your minimum qualified PV? So let's take, for instance, if you're on 20 PV, subscription, auto delivery. You just take a product of 20 PV every 4 weeks to stay commission qualified, not to lose any commissions or your carryover volume. What earning potential does that give you as far as your weekly base commission earnings? It means that you can earn about 30 to 200 and what? 49, that's about $250 in base commission. So what happens? What happens if you earn 500 in base commission and your minimum qualified PV is 20 PV? What happens when you now earn in base commission, you earn 500? Partners, there is a cap right there. It means that for 20 PV, you are eligible to earn this. For 40 PV qualified PV, so you are on 40 PV for your commission qualified or subscription or auto delivery. This is what you're eligible to earn in your base commission. So as a leader, if you're building teams wide and deep, and you know your earning potential, that you're looking at your earnings and it's about 1,000 to 2,000, then you know where you should be. That's your minimum qualified PV. You would need to top it because your earnings are increasing by the day. But if you know that, hey, my base commission is within $250, then it's okay if you stay on 20 PV minimum qualified PV. But if your earning capacity is within this range, then you shouldn't be on 20 PV. You would need to top your subscription qualified PV. This is so important, very, very important for leaders within this conversation. I believe everyone on this call is a leader. You're leading teams to success. You're building teams. So it's important you take note of that information. Once again, our qualification period, PartnerCo compensation plan is a weekly plan. Our qualification period started on Saturday by 12 a.m. and it will close 11:59 p.m. this Friday, every Friday, 11:59 p.m. Local time. Subscription runs on Saturdays. And then commissions will run on Tuesday for the previous week and is paid out on Friday for the previous week activity. Do not forget our 4-week rolling calendar. Take note of your color week as you come into the PartnerCo community. Take note of your color week. And also don't forget to make sure that you set your auto delivery on that color week as you come into a PartnerCo community. You do not need to run your auto delivery or subscription the first 4 weeks that you join. It is after that 4 weeks that you can start your auto delivery journey. All right. This is very important. If you need a copy of this, you can always ask those who introduce you to the business, or you can get back to me as a leader. I would be very glad to provide you with a copy of this. Next week, we'll talk about lifestyle credit, how to fund your fun with PartnerCo. Do you need to do anything extra? No, you do not need to do anything extra. From your team building activities, you continue to accrue credits that you can use to fund your fun and travel the world with us. Thank you so much, partner. It's an amazing training with you on our Show Me the Money series, part 3, where we've talked about leadership bonus. We've talked about team effort, from savings bonus to income position bonus to pay line bonus to matching bonus. And finally, we've talked about title bonus. Thank you for joining me on this training. Please let me know if you have any question. I'll be open to take a few questions before we close the call.
Blessing, can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
So the place where I'm getting quite confused is with the auto balance. Like, to give you a quick example, last week I had a total personal volume, but I have problems with customers that don't want to fill in the link. So my total points were 147. 140 was auto balanced. What is that?
Okay, so the auto balance happens where thank you so much, Joe. That's one of our training for last week. We talked about the auto balance. The auto balance is an algorithm that has been set by the company. So it helps you to be able to auto balance extra points. The minimum required qualification volume for us in Africa is 20 PV, as shown on the slide before now. So if you have an extra volume for your personal volume, the system will automatically auto balance that for you and pay that out to you as commission. So what the system does, it does that at the end of the qualification period to balance it for you to be able to maximize your profitability. Did you go to your auto balance? Did you go to your commission summary to check what was that in commissions to you?
I did, but it didn't seem correct.
Why? I like
Because
to
it
look
was a
at that.
total of
I like to look at that
so
with you.
so okay, we can by all means we can do a call, but
It
so
was a
this is the
total of
second
how
time.
much?
So I had a total of 147 and 140 was auto balanced, but the commission was only like 10 rand.
I like to check that with you. Did you have a power line? Because in auto balance, it is important that you have a power line.
My power line, I think last week was on, I'm talking under correction here, like 150.
Okay, I'd like to take a look
Point.
at that. Please do well to share that with me. I'd like to take a look at that.
This is the second time. I had auto balance of 250 points before, and I had that week there was like 10,000 points in my second line, and I got no commission.
And you had a
So
power line during that period?
It was about, honestly, I think it was that week, it was about 10,000 points.
I like to
I'm
look,
sure I'm
I like
wrong,
to look
so
at that.
what I'll do is I'll just email you.
Please do not forget to email me. I like to look at that and probably provide some clarity around that for you. And
yeah,
if
just
for any reason there is an error, remember with PartnerCo, we will own up and make any adjustment. But I'd like to look at that for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. Any other question?
Hi, Blessing. Sorry, I see there's a question, Blessing, on the chat box.
Okay.
It says, thank you very much for this training. Can one's color week change if one does a subscription in a different color week?
Of course. Your color week can change because a lot of persons join PartnerCo and do not take note of their color, for example, and they are not on auto delivery. So in that instance, your color week doesn't mean anything to you because you're not on auto delivery and you've not taken note of your color week. And so any day you get on board and say, I want to do my auto delivery, I want to start today and do my subscription and be active, then you start right there. Then you start right there. And make sure you take note of that period when you start. So take note of that color, that week that you start, and then you continue from there. So take, for instance, if you take note of that week and it's purple, and so you know that the next week would be red, blue, green, and then purple again, then I need to ensure that I'm on all 4-week auto delivery. So take note of that color. When you start, you start. But if you're one of those that are just joining for the first time and you have taken note of your color week, that's amazing for you. You're starting on a very good note. So the color week becomes very important to you. Because I have partners who have been with us for years, didn't take note of their color week, and have not been on auto delivery. Now, I cannot tell them this week they have people who are eager and ready to join the business. And I say, hey, wait, the week you enrolled was purple. Let's wait till popping. When you start, you start. Just take note of the week when you get started and continue from there.
Thank you, Blessing. There's also another question on the chat box. We also have Zinette's hands that is up. The question from Emmanuel says, I'm still very new here. I don't understand what color week is at all. What is it all about?
Amazing. So it's a series of our compensation plan voted #1 and that we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. And we will not expect you to understand all we're talking about here tonight. Now, I'm going to refer you back to the person who invited you. Please ask them to share with you the color week. What is the color week? Have you joined the business already? Are you enrolled and activated? Ask the person that, what is the color week for me? I like to get started with my auto delivery, all right, and start earning commission. I'm sure they will explain to you. Now, if in any case they cannot explain, you can get back to myself or Neil, and we will be glad to help you out.
Okay, I don't know if you can take one more question, Blessing. We've got Zainet's hand that is up.
Okay, I think Zenet has raised her hand for a while, so we'll take Zenet's questions for the last question for tonight.
Good evening, girls.
Good evening,
I
Zenet.
actually signed up like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and honestly, I don't understand the business. So the person that signed me up does not really understand also, because I've called her a couple of times to get an explanation, but she doesn't seem to know anything. She can't give me an explanation. And when she did the sign up, she didn't collect my email address. So she used her own email, and I had to log in and edit to input my email address. But okay, like when I logged in yesterday, because I'm always logging into the website to check if I have any activity, even though I don't really understand how it works. I'm just trying to like find my way around it. I saw that I have a customer order, if I'm not mistaken. Under customer order, I'm preferred customer. I saw two. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming I have a customer order. So I assumed I was meant to get like an email to notify me that I had an order. But I checked my mail and I didn't receive any mail. So honestly, I don't know. So I want to know if anyone purchases through my link, do I get a notification in my mail, or I need to log into my dashboard to know any activity that is taking place? Then I saw another thing about week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, like when you join the business in a week. I want to get a clarity regarding that first 4 weeks of joining the business. Like, okay, in my own case, I came in with 4 bottles. So is it the level of that 4 bottles that will remain in throughout the business? Or as I continue to upgrade and make more purchases, get more customers, my rank will increase, or I will maintain that rank I joined with? Thank you.
Awesome, Zenet. A lot of questions in one. But I love your enthusiasm. I love the fact that you're eager and curious, you want to learn. I'll start with the last one. So you joined the business, say, the last 2 weeks. Amazing. And you still have 2 more weeks to be able to reach a business level. It takes the first 4 weeks for you to reach a business level. So if you join with 4 bottles, that's an elite pack. So you still have 2 more weeks to go in order for you to reach the ultimate business level. And I tell you, as a business person, the ultimate business level is the desired business level that you should be on. All right. So you still have 2 more weeks to do another 4 bottles to be able to reach the ultimate business level. Thank God for getting on this call. So that's an information you need to start running with, because reaching an ultimate business level optimizes your pay within the PartnerCo compensation plan. Remember, we talked about the ultimate business level and also going gold. All right. So it allows you to be able to go gold and to be able to reach a business level where you can enjoy a lot of benefits, unlocking for you the first 3 generation of matching bonus and so many other perks that we will talk about. Now, when anything happens within your PartnerCo community or organization, you should get an email. You should get an email. When someone joins your organization, you usually should get an email. So I like to see the email that is showing up in our own system for you. That's the first thing I like to see. So please reach out to us. If you are in Nigeria, reach out to me. If you're in South Africa, you can reach out to Neil. So just let us know what's the email. So reach out to me, share with me your ID number, and I'll be able to determine what's the email that is tied to that account. What's the email that is tied to that account? All right. And I'll be able to help you moving forward. And one of the things I like to mention to teams in Nigeria and also in South Africa is that we are available to be able to work with you in smaller teams. Because that way Zainat can ask all the questions that she wants to. So when we get on those smaller Zoom calls within you and your team, a few members of your team, and we run the trainings like this. We allow you to stop us at intervals because we want you to have, an amazing understanding of, the compensation plan, and a grounded one, a grounded understanding of the compensation plan. So Zainat, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you and your upline. Yes. It doesn't matter how long you've been with the business. Everyone needs to be able to understand the business, and we cannot expect everyone to understand it. We're still, learning, and we can hold each other hands and learn together. So it's not mandatory that your upline should understand everything. That's why we're here to support you and your team members. So Zainat, please reach out to me and share with me your ID number, and I'll be able to provide you with answers such as the email on that with that ID number. That's very important. Why you're not getting any notification from PartnerCo. So please do that. Thank you so much, team. It's been an amazing evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We look forward to learning together and growing together. Thank you. Thank you to all of our partner council members on the call who continue to provide us with leadership and support to the field. Please take note of that information I shared lastly. It's very important to me because I've seen some people's earnings cut because you're either on a lower qualification PV and your earnings are higher. And so the company will cap it at that point. So take note of that. Are you a leader building? Then you need to up your game and increase your qualification PV for you to earn higher. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. See you next Monday. But first, on Thursday on our success series. My name once again is Blessing Edith Ubano, and I have with me on the call Neil Ntinyai, my colleague in South Africa. Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Blessing. And I apologize for coming in late.
It's okay.
Bye. Love you long time.
Bye.
Love you too, team. Good evening.
Thanks,
Love
man.
you, love you, love you. You're the reason why we get on this call. Thank you,
Absolutely.
leaders. Thank you, partners.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, team. Have a great evening. We appreciate you so much.
We
Thank you,
appreciate you.
Blessing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good evening,
team.
team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Neil.
Thank
Good
you,
evening, team.
Mercy.
Have a great evening.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you.